Hey guys, this is Zakerystrife, and I'm here for my first ever review for something. I know I said I wasn't gonna do any next-gen consoles, but I'm still a gamer, guys. Sorry. So I couldn't decide if I wanted to get a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, so I took the next best thing. I actually ended up getting a Nintendo Wii U. I'm not sure how well you can see all this, but we're trying. You can see my pathetic attempt at a green screen behind me. So I picked up the Wii U. If you guys don't know, I do have a now 15-month-old daughter. But I figured getting this console would probably be the better choice right now because I have a young daughter and it's a kid-friendly console. But that's not, all that comes with the package. The Wii U is actually pretty entertaining to me. It's kind of surprised me. But let's go over the console real quick. Your simple buttons are on the front there. Power, eject, sync buttons. And then also you have this little door here, which will give you a memory card expansion slot and 2 USB ports. Not sure what you need the USB ports for yet, but we'll figure it out. Specifically an SD card slot, by the way. So it's got a little bit of expansion there, and it's got USB slots, which are always nice to power random devices. It still does use the Wii sensor. It's got the sensor out, AV out, HDMI out, HDMI out, and power jack, as well as 2 more USB in the back. Once this thing turns on, it's not really that loud, but I can hear the fan. So I wouldn't say it's like really annoyingly loud or anything. But that's just the first piece of hardware. There's quite a bit more to come with this thing. I ended up picking up the Deluxe Wind Waker HD version. Let me take this off real quick. There's another product I want to review after this. So anyway, I got the really nice looking Wind Waker HD GamePad. It's got this little etching around the edges, which really makes it stand out. This thing, my first impression was it's going to be awkward because it's so large. But picking it up and playing it for the first time, it was remarkably light. The thumb pads are in good spots. The button layout's alright. The only gripe I have about it is the movement range to get from triggers to bumpers. But that's just my own personal issues. I might pick up a Pro controller if I end up getting like Call of Duty Ghost, which they said ran better on the Wii U versus the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Don't get that confused with the next gens. This is the current gens. So it's got a couple different ways to charge it, which is kind of neat. It's got a jack right here that you can plug in. And then with the Deluxe version, you actually get a charging stand, which uses the ports down here. So there's a couple different ways to charge it, which is really cool. However, with the GamePad, the battery life, you're looking at 3, maybe 4 hours of battery life on this thing. So, I mean, if you're a hardcore gamer, like I have been for pretty much my whole life. I started on the original Nintendo, the NES, back in '92, 91 or 92. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, totally lost my train of thought. But if you're a hardcore gamer, this is not gonna be enough juice for you. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, that's a huge flaw. I say, why don't you just plug the damn thing in? It still works. The cord's long enough, It's not a huge deal breaker for me. It's just kind of, it's more of an annoyance than a flaw, I should say. And I also do have a review. I bought an extended battery and a external battery, which I'll review those separately. But my overall experience has been really fun. So far I've only have played Wind Waker HD and the new Mario Bros. Wii U, but they are both very nice, very fluid. The games run incredibly smooth. I think they both run at 60 frames per second in 1080, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, just my overall experience, I really enjoyed the console. I hope people are able to use the gamepad for more innovative features. I know on Zombie U you can use it as like a sniper scope, which is really neat. I'd like to see more stuff like that. I'm kind of excited about the new Metroid game, because with the gamepad, they could pull off a lot of crazy stuff with that, and I'm really excited to see what they come up with. But I'll go through the controls real quick on this. There's a volume slider right here. This has its own volume, and it's actually, I think it's surround volume, or surround sound speakers, which is kind of amazing coming from these little tiny speakers here. But yeah, it's very, very audible where things are coming from, which is really amazing. It's got an IR blaster, and you're wondering, well, why the heck does it need an IR blaster? It does have TV control functions, which I thought was kind of interesting, because the Xbox One is all about an entertainment console, and this actually kind of already does that. So that's kind of interesting. It's not integrated like the Xbox One, but you can load up your TV profile and your programming profile and all that stuff, and you can actually use this to browse television, which is pretty neat. I think that's a feature a lot of people overlook. But yeah, it does also have a camera here, which, yeah. You got your joysticks. I'm not showing you too much. Joysticks, D-pad, your ABXY, start and select, or plus and minus on the Wii U. It's both, but whatever. The pad actually has a power button which controls the console as well. And it does have a headphone jack, but my headphones don't fit in it, so I'm not sure exactly what size of a headphone jack that is. I know it's not 3.5, so be careful about that if you're looking for a headset for this thing, because I have standard headsets, and the standard headsets do not fit this. What else do I got here? Oh, there is a built-in microphone. I think it's mainly for games, because you cannot use it for voice chat on video games, which is... Anyway, the other major flaw about headsets is, say you're playing Call of Duty Ghost on a Pro controller, you have to have this on, this pad, and you have to have it plugged in here. So I'm not sure where the design team came up with this idea. I mean, it works, but if this thing's only got a 3.5 hour battery life, and your Pro controller can go for 10 plus hours, you're going to be running out of battery when you're talking to your friends. Unless you do what I did, which I'll have to explain later. And then, of course, you got your left and right bumpers and triggers. And yeah, it's actually a very nicely laid out controller. So far, I've been really enjoying my experience with it. I have 4 more games coming through various purchases for Christmas. So I'll be able to give you a more idea of how I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to say which games, just in case my wife does watch this. But yeah. Anyway, my overall review on the console is, for it being the first next gen, it may have came out of the gate a little too quickly. I feel like the hardware is lacking a bit. Like it's slightly better than the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, but it's nowhere near the next gens. So I'm a little concerned about that, but at the same time, it's not the hardcore gamer console. It's the casual gamer console. And I'm looking forward to the games like Super Mario 3D World coming out tomorrow, 2 days from now. I don't remember. I can't remember the day, but as the time I'm recording this video, it's going to be in a day or two. So That's another one of the games I'm hopefully picking up for Christmas. But I got that coming. The new Mario Kart game, which is going to be really fun. My wife and I love the Mario Kart games. We play that all the time. So we're really looking forward to that. And then when my daughter starts growing up a little bit, we'll start, getting a little bit more kid games. And I might pick up Call of Duty Ghosts for the Wii U. I've been hearing some good things about it. It actually looks slightly better and plays slightly better than the current gen consoles. So that's kind of exciting. But for now, that's about where I sit with the review. If I had to do it like a 5-star, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Just because I feel like it's lacking a little bit of power that it really needs. But besides that, it's pretty good. I enjoy it. I'm having a good experience with it. And I know I said I'm not getting any next gens, but in the back of my head, I knew I already was. Which is a really sad thing to say, but what do you do? I mean, really. Regarding the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, I'm going to give those consoles at least a year. I want to see a price drop before I even consider buying them. Because the cheapest one is $400, which, if I'm going to do that, I'm probably just going to get a brand new video card in my computer, honestly. Because my computer is much more beastly than these consoles, and it can do so much more. But besides that, I'm going to look for a price cut, and hopefully the exclusives get a little better. Because the current ones are not getting very good reviews. Like, Killzone was the best so far for the PlayStation 4, and I really don't care for the Killzone series. So, to each of their own, I guess. But I'm not too thrilled with each one yet. That's why I decided to go ahead and with the Wii U. And after this video, I will probably do the review on the Nyko stuff, the batteries that I picked up. But for now, that is it for my Wii U review. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I'm Zakerystrife, the Ginger Overlord. Yes, that's my new nickname. Thanks, internets, for that. And I hope you enjoyed.